By the end of this video, you will have built your first AI agent. Yes, I mean not watching someone else do it, or not just understanding the concept. I mean actually building one yourself from scratch. And when I say build, I want to be clear about what that means. You're not going to write a single line of code. You're not going to install anything complicated. You're going to just type plain English instructions into a free tool. So if you can write an email, you can do this. I'm going to build one live right now on screen. You can pause the video and follow along step by step, or you can watch it through first and then try it for yourself. Either way, by the time we are done, you have a working AI agent that does something real. If we haven't met, I am Dr. Ijamando, and I'm here to demystify AI one simple video at a time. So let's build together. Now, before we start, let me quickly explain what we are building today and why it's important. Now, most AI tools, you probably use things like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. They work in the same way. So you ask a question, they give you an answer, done. But that's a chatbot, and you have to drive the conversation, and it responds to you appropriately. But an AI agent is different. An agent can take a goal and figure out the next steps and use the tools it has to complete the task on its own without you directing every single move. So think of it like this. A chatbot is like texting a friend for advice, but an agent is like hiring someone to handle the whole task for you. So every agent follows the same basic pattern. It takes in information, it decides what to do with it, and then it acts using the tools available to it. Then it checks what happened, and it decides what the next step would be. Now that loop is the logic behind every agent. And in this video, you are going to see it running live as we set one up together. There's a dedicated video in the playlist that goes deeper on how agents think, but you don't need it to follow along today. Everything you need is right here in this video. So here's what we're going to build today. All right. So we're going to build an AI agent that checks your calendar, finds your next meeting, reads the details, and works out what the meeting is about. Who is attending the meeting and what you might need to prepare. Then it's going to send you a short preparation brief straight to your email. So no more walking into meetings cold, no more scrambling 5 minutes before the meeting, trying to figure out, what the meeting is all about and what you need to do. Now, why did I choose this task? Because almost everyone has meetings, right? And almost everyone has shown up to at least one meeting, wishing they had spent 2 minutes preparing for it ahead of time. So what this agent does is that it does those 2 minutes of work for you every time without you asking it. Now, the tool we are using today is called Gumloop. It has a free plan with 5,000 credits a month, so you can follow along without paying anything. And if you want to use a different tool, that's completely fine. The thinking behind, the way we set this up applies to any agent builder. But I'll make a separate video that covers the full range of tools available for this kind of task. But for today, I'm using Gumloop because it's free, it works in plain English, and you're about to see it do something that would genuinely surprise you. Now let's get into it. All right, here we go. I am on the Gumloop website. All right, so if you don't have an account yet, you can sign up for free. I'll leave the link in the description. All right, so the next step is to set up your profile. So I'm just going to put first name, last name, and ask you a couple of questions like, how did you hear about Gumloop? I select the information, and then we also have the option, what best describes your role. You select what you have. I think I chose operations for this one. And then you also then go to, certain questions to enable your agent's purpose. They have a couple of them. And so at this stage, I think you could just skip them because then you can come back to them later on. Yeah, so there are a lot of options that you can choose when you're setting up. But if you're starting to keep things simple, just select skip, as you can see here. And then you can come back to that later on. You all have the option to connect the apps to supercharge your agent. For this case, we're just going to connect the Gmail. There are a couple of apps you can choose, but I choose the Gmail one. It's just very similar to how you'll be asked to connect your Gmail account if you are signing up for something. So you just connect it. As you can see, the email is connected. And now the next thing I'm going to select is I'll scroll down to find my Google Calendar. You just click the plus button, you click connect, and boom, it connects my calendar to my email, and everything is all set up, as you can see right here. All right, so I've got the two things I need for this agent on. I'm going to click continue. And now it's asking me to bring it to Slack. I don't have Slack set up right now, so I'll just click on skip. And then here is the landing page, the home page for the Gumloop agent. Now, if you look at the right-hand panel, you can see that my Google Calendar and Gmail are already connected. So if yours are not showing, then you can add them from the panel. It means you are missing it somewhere. Click on the plus button there, and then you can add it. So now let's create the agent. All right. So this is what the agent builder looks like. And I want you to notice something. There is no flowchart, no step-by-step configuration screen, no boxes to drag and connect. It's just a simple chat window. There you can type in your information. So you talk to this agent the same way you talk to a person. You tell it what you want in plain English, and it figures out how to do it. Simple. So this is where we are going to type our instructions for the AI agent. But first, let me make sure the agent has access to the tool it needs. So on the right side, you can see tools like Firecrawl, Google Calendar, Gmail. But the key ones we are interested in is Google Calendar and Gmail, because that is what our agent is going to be needing to perform its task. And we can see it's all showing up there on the right-hand corner. So the Google Calendar can allow you to read my meetings. And with the Gmail, it can send me the meeting brief it prepares. You can also set the web if it needs to, but for today, calendar and email are the two that matter the most to us. So now let's give this agent the job to do. So now for this demo, I need to create a realistic meeting that the agent will be able to pick up on and create a brief for me. So I'm just doing that here. I've gone into Google Calendar and put in the name, the title of the meeting. I'm adding some fictitious there, guests. Putting an agenda for the meeting. You have information about what needs to be discussed. And then I'm also going to add a list of guests that should be in the meeting. I'm just adding the email addresses here. All right, so the meeting is all set up and ready to go. All right, so I'm just going to save it now, and it's going to pop up in my calendar, as you can see right here. Okay, so now we head back to the Gumloop agent interface so we can provide the agent instructions that we need for this. So I typed it out, and I'm just going to paste it, and I'll display it as well for you in the comment section so that you can see it and follow along. Okay. All right, so the meeting, the agent prompt is very simple. It's really, you are a meeting prep assistant. Based on the upcoming calendar events, create a short meeting prep brief. Your brief should include what this meeting is likely about in one sentence, who is attending, 2 to 3 things to consider or prepare before the meeting, any questions, what reason, and such things as that. Keep it short and practical, no more than 6 to 8 lines, and send the brief to my email. I provided my email address. So that's it. That's the entire instruction set. No triggers to configure, no action steps to wire up, just a clear description of what I want, written the way I would explain it to a colleague. And that's it. Now let's see what happens. Now let's see what happens when I hit send. All right, now watch this. This is the part that is going to surprise you, So the agent is starting to reason. It's not just generating a response, it's thinking through the task, as you can see. First, it's figuring out what it needs to do. It's read my instructions, and it's planning its approach. You can see that it's thinking, it's providing the thought process as well as it's thinking through it. It's checking what tools it has available. It's looking at my Google Calendar and my Gmail and working out how to use them. So I didn't tell it which tools to use. It's just looking at my Google Calendar and my Gmail and working out how to use them. I didn't tell it which tools to use. I didn't configure a connection between my calendar and my email. It's figuring out everything on its own, So I'm just going to let it do its thing. I'll just leave it on the screen for you to watch and see how the agent is thinking through the problem and figuring out solutions. So you can see how it's thinking through the problem, noticing when it runs into a problem, and figuring out a solution, the way to go forward, retracing its steps, and then getting back on track, and making sure to stay on the goal of, creating that meeting agent. There, it's accessing my calendar now. It's found the next meeting and it's filling in the details. You can see the event it's found, the title, the description, who is attending, when it starts, that's all in the calendar event I created earlier. And it's catching up all of that, it's picking it all up. It's picking up all of that. Now it's doing more thinking. It's reading all of that information and deciding what to put in the brief. All right, it's working out how to send the email. It's found the Gmail tool, identified the parameters it needs, and it's preparing to send the brief to my inbox. You see that? And there you go. That's the meeting brief right there. It's brought out all the data that we need, and it's now trying to send it to me as an email, and it's bringing it all together. Now look at that. It's identified what the meeting is about, listed who is attending, and given me practical things to prepare, and even suggested a question, what's raising. Now, that's not a template that was written by the AI specifically for this meeting, right? It is based on the actual calendar event. Now, let me check my inbox and see what it does over there. All right, so I go into my inbox and that's it right there. The same email brief delivered right into my inbox as an email. And voila, the agent work is complete. Now let's talk about what just happened, all right? Because it's easy to watch that and think, okay, so it wrote me a meeting summary, yeah. But what actually happened is much bigger than that. You gave an agent a goal in plain English language. You didn't tell it which tools to use. You didn't wire up a calendar connection to an email action, no. You didn't configure any steps, no. All you did was write simple English. The agent looked at what tools it had available. It decided to check your calendar. It found the right event. It read the details. It decided what was important. It wrote the brief you requested, and it figured out how to send an email, and it sent it to you. That's amazing. And that's not an automation following a fixed sequence of steps. No, that's an agent perceiving, planning, and acting. And you set the whole thing up by typing a few sentences in plain English. That's almost incredible. One thing I want to be transparent about is this. The free plan gives you like 5,000 credits a month. And this agent we built uses about 200 credits every time it runs. So that means roughly 20 meeting preparation briefs per month on the free plan. And I think that for most people, that will cover most of the meetings that need preparation in a month for you. But the most important thing I want you to hold on to in this video is this. The specific agent we built today is just a starting point. The exact same approach, giving an agent a goal in plain English works for dozens of other tasks. Think of an agent to summarize a document, an agent to research people before a call, an agent to draft replies to emails, an agent that breaks projects into simple steps. The task changes, but the approach doesn't. So if you can describe what you want clearly, you can build an agent to do it for you. And that's the key thing here. So here's what I want you to do right now. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. I mean right now, or as soon as this video ends. Okay, if you're in the first group, you followed along and yours is already working. Fantastic. You've just built your first AI agent and you should be pretty proud of yourself. So try asking it to prep you for a different meeting and see how the brief changes when the meeting details are different. All right, you can tweak the instructions if you want more detail or maybe less detail than we got, or a different format. you feel free to explore and try things around. Now, if you're in the second group, you watched, but you haven't built. Now you can develop an action plan. So step 1, go to Gumloop and create a free account. The link is in the description below. Step 2, connect your Google Calendar and Gmail during setup, because this particular agent is going to need that. Now step 3, create a new agent and give it the same instructions I used in this video. Or better yet, you can write your own. You can be creative. Think about something that happens regularly in your work, where you benefit from a quick summary or a head start just before a meeting, for instance. Now write the instructions the same way I did in this video. Describe the goal, tell it what to include, tell it where to send the result. And that's it. Now that's a real working set of instructions. It follows the same pattern as what we built, and it will take you less than 5 minutes to set up. And the thing you write down is not just an exercise that you kind of finish and put it in your drawer. It's the actual instruction set you use when you build your first AI agent. So do it now. If this video helped you build your first AI agent, or even just showed you that building one is possible, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps more people find this video. So subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to keep learning. There's a full playlist of videos on AI agents on this channel. You can check it out to keep learning. And please drop a comment below. Tell me, I want to know if you built your first AI agent, what task did you pick, or what is still holding you back from building that first agent. I read every single comment. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.